Well, Amonkhet has been out for a few weeks now, and that means that my store has started its league. At the Gamers Emporium, we use the pre-release packs for the league pools, and it's a regular sealed league. So I'm going to go through my entire pool, and then the 2 decks that I ended up running at the opening tournament, which, to be fair, I went 0-4 at. But I don't think it was anything to do with my decks, so much the fact that I was running 16 land and consistently getting 12 of them in every game. Starting off, we've got some land here. I had 3 painted bluffs, which I actually ran 2 of in one of my decks. That should tell you something about the quality, or maybe it doesn't, but yeah, we'll just start going through the pool. So as you can see right away, my color balance is pretty good, which is bad in a sealed pool. Black's a little light, and what black there is quite fine, but not enough to build a deck around. Maybe worth splashing, though. As it turns out, I didn't go black at all. The green and red are both high quality, though there's not as much of it as I'd like, and then it peters off very quickly into kind of mediocre spells. White and blue, there are quite a few playables between Cast Out, Oketra's Attendant, and in blue, the Naga Oracle, Vizier, Double Aven Initiates, and a Shimmer Scale Drake. I really, really liked where that was going. Also a Trial of Knowledge and a Censor with 2 cartouches. But you may notice that there's a few cards missing here. So in my multicolored cards, On-Crop Champion, Onward to Victory, Aven Wind Guide, Enigma Drake, and a Ketras Monument for the artifact. So nothing that really pulled me in any direction. The Aven Wind Guide is obviously strong. So is the On-Crop Champion. The Enigma Drake could be, but based on the quality of the spells I had, yeah. So now the rares. I got for my promo, because each of these pre-release packs comes with a promo, a foil promo, Fetid Pools, which blue-black could have been okay. Like I said, the black was playable, but a single land isn't going to pull me in that direction. Failure to Comply is also kind of mediocre playable. I mean, it can be strong, it can just be, but something to keep in mind. Samut, Voice of Dissent. This is a card that I really like. I would really like to play. I did play it in one game, and it would have won that game if it hadn't been immediately killed. Not immediately. I did get a couple of attacks in with, what was it? Something else. Not her, but something... Oh, it was the Bitterblade Warrior. I exerted Bitterblade Warrior and then untapped it with Samut so that it could get through a big nasty thing that didn't want to die to it. But eventually Samut just died, and so that'll tell you what one of my decks was. Glorybound Initiate. Again, this one is strong. It's a 4/4 with lifelink every other turn for 2, so it fits in any white deck, but it wouldn't alone pull me in any direction. Vizier of Many Faces and a Glyph Keeper did, however. These are very strong cards, and both of them being together in one pool, like a Vizier can just turn into a second Glyph Keeper, because the Vizier does not target, it just becomes a copy of something. So these two together can be quite strong. And then finally, a Harsh Mentor, which is good, works well with the other red I had going on, because I had kind of a mid-range red-green deck that you'll see when we get there. But as you can see, it's all kind of spread out. So I had a hard time trying to figure out which deck was the correct deck, and I still don't think I've figured that out. So we're going to go on to the decks that I actually did build now, and then throughout the league, I'll probably make some changes based on even just the first pack that I open. But on to the decks. So this is deck 1. This is not the deck I ended up playing initially, but it is the deck that I sided into, and it's the deck that I think I'll be moving toward throughout the league. It's got a bunch of strong flyers. It's got the Vizier of Many Faces and the Glyph Keeper, for sure, as well as a Ketra's Attendant, I think is just amazing. And even Wind Guide, which, since I've got 1, 2... is it just 2? 3, 4, 5 embalm creatures, and I intend to be picking up a bunch more. Even Wind Guide is very strong. So there's that. It's also got Failure to Comply, which I'll probably end up replacing, Censor, Cartouche of Knowledge, double Cartouche, so 1 Cartouche of Knowledge, 1 Cartouche of Solidarity with Trial of Knowledge is very strong, and then it's got the Cast Out. This could have won games, I flooded out for the entire day. So we'll see come week 2. Next up, I'll show you the deck I did play. So here's the deck that I actually end up playing for most of my games. It doesn't have as strong a cohesion as the blue-white deck, but I thought that having Samut along with the Scaled Behemoth were very strong win conditions. Also, the since I was already splashing for the On-Crop Champion, bringing in the Winged Shepherd and the Cast Out seemed like pretty good additions to the deck. I was a little hinky with the mana. I was running 6 mountains, 6 forests, 2 plains, and 2 painted bluffs, and I know that's 16 land, but I had 2 Naga Vitalists, and if I had a painted bluffs on the field, they tapped for white. So the mana was never the issue. If I got spells, I got to play them. But because the whole problem my entire tournament was getting land after land after land after land, I just couldn't keep up. Now, I did have a Spidery Grasp and a second Giant Spider to board in, and maybe I should have just been running the Giant Spider over the Winged Shepherd, but I still think that the White Splash is justified here for Cast Out and for these two, which are quite strong cards. The one game I did win was because I just ended up curving out and crushing it. So I like this deck, but I don't ultimately think it's as strong as the blue-white one. So I think that's where I'm going to head towards for the league. We'll see what my first pack I open is. I mean, if I get some sort of black bomb, I might revisit black as a primary color. There just wasn't much there, as you probably saw. Anyway, that was my opening league pool. You can check out the blog, which will be linked in the description, for a breakdown of how my games actually went, along with what I saw and what I think of the sealed format. And I will be posting a new article every Tuesday detailing what happened in the previous week's league. So thanks very much for watching this, and have a great day.